Good evening and welcome to IITISM Open House 2023. First of all, on behalf of the IITISM community, I extend a hearty congratulations to each and every student who cleared the IIT-JEE. Now, all of you must be feeling on top of the world. While you rejoice on your recent accomplishment, you may also be anxious and worried about your future education, which college to attend, which college will be the best fit for you, what discipline and courses to choose, how your campus life will be, your concerns about moving to an unfamiliar place away from home, etc., etc. So, to clear your doubts and to drive away your anxieties and apprehensions and uncertainties, we have conducted this open house for you. We will inform you about how and why IIT-ISM is the best fit for you. If you want to know something specific or have any doubts, you can write it in the chat box and we'll take up those questions at the end. So to start with, I invite our opening speaker, Professor Rajiv Shekhar, the Director of IITISM Dhanbad.
Welcome to all the prospective IITians. I warmly welcome you online to IITISM Dhanbad. You know, when you are making a choice of IIT, obviously, one important aspect is the place. And many of you may not have heard of Dhanbad. Or if you have heard of Dhanbad, it would be from films like Gangs of Wasseypur. Let me tell you, it is nothing like that. I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur, then I went abroad for my PhD, then I taught in IIT Kanpur from 1990 to 2018 before I came here, and I grew up in Dhanbad. Dhanbad is like any other city. It has very good connections now. It has rail connection to most major cities. It has air connection. Previously, we had connections through Kolkata, which was 5 hours away, and Ranchi, which was about 3.5 to 4 hours away. But now we have an airport in Durgapur, which is 1.5 hours away, and one airport is coming up in Bokaro, which is 1 hour away. And there'll be very good transport facilities between the airport and IIT-ISM Dhanbad. And Dhanbad has, obviously, it cannot compare with a metro like Bombay or Delhi, but it has all the facilities that students look forward to: malls, shops, eating joints, multiplexes, and all within a distance of 2 to 4 kilometers. So it's not like Delhi where you have to travel 40 kilometers or 20 kilometers to go to see your favorite movie. I would also like to add one thing before I continue to give you a brief idea about the different aspects of IIT. See, I have studied in IIT Kanpur, I have taught in IIT Kanpur, and I have seen some of the newer IITs. I can very confidently say that the status of our academics, status of our student system, status of our student infrastructure for sports, cultural and technical activities may arguably be the best among the second and third generation IITs. And we draw our legacy from Indian School of Mines, which is nearly 100 years old institutions. So you can choose IIT-ISM without giving too much thought. Now, as far as academics is concerned, it is primarily known for mining, petroleum, earth sciences. And we have other departments too. They have good teaching facilities, they have good lab facilities, and it is the fact that our other departments are also doing well, computer science, mechanical, electrical, is borne by our placement, which is where last year it was 2022, it was about 87% online. This time it is above 85% online. And if you look at the offline placements, most students above average and above, they get placed comfortably. Now, another point that students have is about hostels. There were problems, but this year we have a brand new 2,000 boys hostel, which means It will be for second and third years. Now the first years also will be placed very comfortably there. So hostel should not be an issue, and you'll be happy to know we have a very vibrant student government system. We have a student gymkhana where we have a student senate which debates on academic and other issues related to students and interact with the administration. We have representatives of students in all the major decision-making bodies of the institute, and the hostels, the food, maintenance, activities are all managed by the students. So what it gives you is a chance to develop your overall personality and leadership skills. In addition, one thing I would like to talk about is that in terms of technology, we have a wonderful center, Naresh Vasis Center for Tinkering and Innovation, and it'll, as the dean will be talking to you, it talks about we have facilities for training students through workshop, through classes, etc., in areas such as IoT, sensors, smart manufacturing, which includes 3D printing, robotics, augmented reality, virtual reality, and animation. We have regular workshop, and we also have courses which promote entrepreneurial thinking and a product development mindset among students. We have all the major cultural clubs, all being run by students and all very well funded. Similar is the state of sports facilities. You want to indulge in any sports, indulge in, let us say, light Indian music, classical music, dramatics, or in debate, we have everything for you. So, and finally, I would like to add that we have an incentive for students who have ranks of less than 600 JEE Advanced. Their whole education is free, but obviously from second year onwards, they have to maintain a certain CGPA, which would be would be very easy for the students who have less than 600 ranks. And we have all the other facilities like IITs, like branch change, and then you have an option of a double major and a dual degree. So all these points will be talked to you about the respective professors. And so once again, I welcome you online to IITISM Dhanbad, and I hope to meet you all personally in the campus in July.
Thank you, sir. Now, before we go into the specifics of our undergrad program about our popular courses, please watch this video which brings to you a slice of life at IITISM.
To Indian Institute of Technology, Indian School of Mines, Dhanbad. Situated in a mineral-rich belt of the country, IITISM is a leading technological institute renowned for its excellence in education, research, and innovation. Our story begins almost a century ago when the nation needed an institute dedicated to mining education and research. This recurring exigency formed the primary basis for the establishment of the Indian School of Mines at Dhanbad by the then Viceroy Lord Irwin on 9 December 1926. With its large and accomplished alumni base, ISM came into its new avatar as IITISM in 2016, integrating the brand ISM and IIT, and since then it has been building upon its proud traditions and strengths. With an age-old history and a rich legacy, IITISM endeavors to promote its students with a flexible, pluralistic and supportive intellectual environment that promotes creativity, learning, inquiry, and expression. IITISM today comprises 17 departments, 17 research centers, more than 250 research labs, and more than 8,000 community members on the campus, including UG, PG, and doctoral students, international students, faculty, and staff. The age-old buildings bear witness to the journey of growth and development that IITISM Dhanbad has traversed. These iconic structures reflect our legacy and remind us of our humble beginnings. The architectural style of the buildings on the campus is a blend of British and modern-day architecture. The architectural splendor of the heritage building, the Penman Auditorium, the Diamond Hostel is simply breathtaking. The academic complex is a site where knowledge meets creativity and ideas come to life. The auditoriums serve as a platform for intellectual exchange and cultural expression. The towering I2H building is a symbol of innovation and entrepreneurship. It houses the Naresh Vashisht Center for Tinkering and Innovation, which provides an immersive learning environment for the students to ideate, tinker, and to create. The Central Library provides excellent conditions for learning and research. Its vast collection empowers students with the information they seek alongside fostering a culture of learning and exploration. Nestled within our campus is the breathtaking Oval Garden, an oasis of tranquility that serves as a hub for relaxation and reflection. This scenic spot offers solace and inspiration to students, faculty, and visitors alike. The hostel gardens and the parks embalm the students from the heaviness of the day. The sports arena and the sprawling upper and lower grounds offer students the opportunity to pursue their athletic passions and foster a healthy competitive spirit. At the heart of a vibrant campus lies the Student Activity Center, a buzzing hub of creativity and collaboration. With dedicated spaces for various clubs and extracurricular activities, students are encouraged to explore their interest and develop valuable skills beyond the classroom. The main canteen, the RD tea stall, and the food courts all cater to the diverse taste of our students, providing nourishment and a social space where friendships are forged and ideas are exchanged over delectable meals. With the finest doctors and healthcare professionals, the health center offers comprehensive medical care, prioritizing the health and welfare of the community. The hostels offer a nurturing and inclusive environment for students. It's a place where bonds develop, creating lifelong memories and friendships. The technical fests, the cultural events, the alumni reunions all provide a respite from the routine and educate students how to balance work and leisure effectively while overcoming their anxieties and developing their talents. While striving to reach out to the star of perfection through an earnest academic pursuit for excellence, IITISM seeks to equip its students with the skills they will need to lead fulfilling lives, prosperous careers, and roles as global citizens. So when you enroll at IITISM, you join the thriving knowledge community. Come, embark on a journey of intellectual transformation with IITISM. Make a beginning here. Be a part of this family. Create change.
Now I go to Professor M.K. Singh. No, before that, I call upon Professor Shija, Associate Dean, ACAD UG. She'll be informing you about the academic programs and the courses here.
Am I audible?
Yes, Shija.
Yes. A very good afternoon to one and all here. First of all, I would like to extend my hearty congratulations to each one of you who have cleared this Jee Advanced examination. And on behalf of the Office of the Dean Academic, I welcome you to this open house and take you through the academic program, the UG academic program to be specific. So we all know that academics forms the heart of an IIT system. And in IIT Dhanbad, the academics offers a fair degree of flexibility. So today I'd like to take you through, walk you through this academic program and would like to make you understand what this degree of flexibility is and what are the huge amounts of opportunities that is in store for you. Next slide, please. Right. So we have, so you all must be knowing by now, you all know that we have 2 undergrad programs. So there is a 4-year Bachelor of Technology or BTech program, and we offer 12 BTech programs. Apart from this, there is a 5-year integrated MTech program in these 3 departments, which is shown here in the slide. Next slide. So before the first slide information was something which you already knew what was there in store for you. So let me take you through the CBCS or the choice-based credit system, which is followed in our institute here. So primarily for a 4-year BTech program, you need to clear a minimum of 398 credits, and similarly for a 5-year program, 463 credits. Now these credits are earned. So as and when you clear any of your courses in your first year, second year, third year, fourth year, you would be earning those course credits into your kitty. So as soon as you finish the 398 credits, which is necessary for a BTech program, you will be meeting the requirements to graduate. So if you look at the table here, the table, I have just bifurcated or I just broken it down and tried to explain how is it that 398 credits are fractionated. So in the first year, what you study, all of you would be studying, irrespective of the branch that you have got admitted into, all of you would be studying the institute core courses or IC courses. So there are about 15 theory courses, which all the students, regardless of whether you are in a 4-year program or 5-year program, would be studying. From your second year, you would be then entering into your respective departments. And then you start off with the departmental core courses. That is the second row, which is shown here. There are about 118 credits. So if you see, in a nutshell, if you see your departmental core and departmental elective, it constitutes about 30% of the total credits. Okay, first year courses, everyone are going to study. Your specific department courses is constituting only around 30%. The rest, if you see down, are the electives. So the engineering science option, that is ESO options, and open electives is open for all. So for example, let's take an example that you are getting admission into, let's say, BTech Mechanical Engineering program at our institute. And you really wanted to have some idea about the courses which are offered by, let's say, electrical department, electronics and communication engineering, or for that matter, the CSE department. So you have the flexibility. You could go ahead and pick those courses from the CSE department or from the petroleum, whichever interests you in your under the open elective. And if you see, the open electives are close to, so if you see the open electives and ESO courses, they constitute about 30%, 30 to 31%, which is quite a bit. So if you feel depressed, so most of you, I know how students at your age think that you may not be very happy with the branch which is being offered to you in the first instance, for example. My advice is we need not be very unhappy about it, because there's so much of flexibility in an IIT system that even if you get admission in A, you have so much you can learn from other departments also under the open elective or under the elective systems. Can we go to the next slide, please? Right. So having said that, I know most of you people would still be, this is an often asked questions that is there a branch change policy in your institute? So yes, the answer is yes, there is a branch change policy. So students are given an opportunity to change the branches depending on your performance in the first year. So at the end of first year, your cumulative grades that you get, which is awarded to you, we call it as the CGPA. Based on that, you can apply for a branch change, and you're free to go and apply, and the detailed guidelines for branch change rules are all given in the chapter 2 of a UG manual. And later in my talk, I will also show you where you can get hold of this UG manual. It is all there, information is out there. But the branch change policy is something that the student picks up after the end of first year. So the thing is that after you have completed your 2 semesters of first year, you haven't actually had any idea about what your parent department, for example, if you go to an earlier example of, let's say you've gotten into a BTech in mechanical engineering, you still haven't studied even a single course of mechanical engineering or electrical engineering. You have just done the common courses which are there for all the students irrespective of the branches. So even if you exercise an option at the end of first year stating that I'm not happy with my current program and I want to go at the end, so many students do not give that option at the end of first year because of this reason, because they still don't know what is in store for them in their own department. Can we should I share the screen from here? Yes. So for such students, we have, for example, if you're one of those students who still don't know whether, I want to really go into another department or not. So for such students, you have other options. That's what I was talking about, the flexibility which we offer. So you could go for additional choices. So you go ahead, study your parent department courses for the second year. That means you finish your 4 semesters, and then if you're still interested to take course from alternative departments, you're free to do so. So what are the options that you've got here in our institute is, one, we have a double major program. So under double major, you major in 2 departments or 2 disciplines. So you get a BTech in mechanical engineering, going by my earlier example. And if you are opting for a major, let's say CSE, or if you're opting for a major in mining machinery, you would get that second major as well. But this would be a 5-year program. So in essence, you will be getting 2 degrees. That is a BTech in your parent department and a second major in the other department, which you wish to learn. So this is a second major program, a double major program. In addition to this, next slide. And this double major, can I have the next? Yeah, so how it is, so apart from the double major, no, next please. Yes, so under the dual degree program, this is in addition to, so if you want 2 degrees, that means apart from your BTech, you want to have a master's degree as well, but you have not applied for that under the JEE, under the integrated program. And you see, integrated MTech is being offered only by 3 departments. But if you would wish to get a dual degree, that means a BTech and an MTech in other departments, you're free to do so. You can apply for under the dual degree program after the end of your second year again. And there are three categories. So you could have your BTech and MTech from the same discipline, or you could do your BTech in one department and you can go for an MTech in another department. The third option which is available is your BTech degree in the parent department with an MBA degree. So this flexibility is also there. Again, this is also a 5-year program. And in your 5th year or your 9th and 10th semester, when you are actually in your, when you do primarily most of your master's degree, you're also eligible to get a financial assistance. So of what the MTech students get. So that is also there. So apart from a double major and dual degree, so these two programs basically would run into a 5-year. But what if you're not interested to extend your program and you want to learn more about another department in your 4-year program? Then you have an option to go for minor. Okay, so minor is you would be doing your BTech in mechanical engineering and you can specialize in a department other than your parent department by doing a minor. So all the departments, they offer minor. For example, the computer science department, it offers data science as minor. So you have to clear those 3 courses and then you will be awarded a minor degree in data science by the computer science department. Also, another very popular course is the minor, which is offered by the Management Studies and Industrial Engineering. They offer 3 minors. One is one in operations management, another minor in financial management, and another in marketing management. So you could do your BTech program and take a minor in one of those courses. Mechanical engineering, for example, offers 4 minors, and one of which is robotics, which is again very popular among students. Apart from these minors, there is another which we call as the product development internship, a minor in PDI, which sort of helps you to convert your ideas, innovative ideas into products and processes. So Professor Pankaj Mishra would be taking you through that and explaining more about that in later in today's talk. So yes, next slide, please. So all this information that you've got here, which I was talking about, is available in our website. And if you have a look at the academics, next slide. Next slide, please.
Yeah, can you, I think, let us take some questions.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Shija, there are a lot of questions in the chat box, so we can take up those questions. Professor Saurabh, can you show us the questions? Like the first question is, can students pick only one branch? Can we change the branch from integrated MTech to BTech? Can students pick only one branch in OE or multiple?
Okay, so regarding the first question, that yes, even integrated MTech students can also opt for branchage into a BTech program. So that answer is yes. And what was the next question, ma'am? About the open electives?
Can we change branch?
One more question you can clarify. Can integrated MTech students opt for dual major or something? Do we have that option?
No, so integrated MTech students cannot opt for double major or dual degree programs. However, they're free to choose any of the minor programs. But integrated MTech students can definitely opt for branch change. So that option is there at the end of first year.
Okay, the other question is the workload of a double major manageable?
Oh, yes. So it is one of the very popular. So your CGPA should be more than 8. All those details are there in the UG manual. It is there in our website. So definitely, if you are able to have a CGPA of 8, is something you are quite able to manage your academics well, and that's why you've been allowed to apply for a double major program. And yes, our students are managing beautifully. I think yes, it is. You could. It all boils down to how well you manage your academics. So yes.
Shija, there is a very specific question here. Which minors are provided in electrical engineering?
Okay, so all those so all that information. Can we go to the next slide? I just wanted to show. that also. That was the last slide. Yes. So if you see in the academics section, under the academics tab, under the course structure, you would find everything. You will find all the minor which is offered by all departments, how many courses. On an average, around 3 to 4 courses you need to clear for each of the minors. So what are the minor which the electrical department is offering? Everything. It's a repository of information out there. Please explore. And my honest, sincere advice is please do not get disheartened by whichsoever branch you're getting. It doesn't matter because there's so much of flexibility, so much that is there for you to explore.
So the entire academic.
Have they answered all questions? Let's look at the questions. So
there are more questions coming in. I'm just pasting them.
Let's answer the question.
So Shija, what will be the other question is what will be the duration of a course if we opt for minor in other departments?
Okay, so that is something which you will be doing concurrently along with your regular course. So you have to clear on an average 8 to 9 open electives as part of your parent department program. So instead of those open electives, you will be doing your minor program. And I have seen, so students who are having good CGPA of more than 7.5 are actually eligible to take more courses. So typically we allow 5 theory courses in a semester. But if you're having a good CGPA, a decent CGPA of greater than 7.5, you could go up to 6 or even 7 theory courses. And if you plan beautifully, if you plan well in advance, it is even possible for you to complete the requirements of BTech in 7 semesters. That is, in 3.5 years, you can graduate and go. Similarly, for double major and dual degree programs also, if you plan right from a 5th semester, it is doable for you to complete both the programs by 9 semesters. Because if you go through the course structure, which is there on our website, it clearly lays out, and especially for the 8th semester, we hardly have only 4 theory courses. And the student is free to take overload, and there are many students who are doing that. Students are staying back in the summer, during summer vacations, and they're taking courses in advance so as to, graduate and complete and get a degree in 3.5 years or 7 semesters. No one can struggle.
Shija, there is just one more question which we would like to take. This is from academics. Somebody has asked, if I take metallurgical engineering, can I choose computer science as minor degree?
Of course, yes. That is the thing. So that's the beauty of these additional programs. You would apply, and if you have for minor program, there is no requirements or there is no cutoff of CGP also. So if the department scrutinizes the programs, so if you have a decent CGPA, most of the departments would allow you to take the minor. And if after having taken 1 or 2 courses, you think that this is something which you want to opt out for, or you do not want to continue with the minor program, you're free to do that also. You can withdraw from the minor program at any point of time.
Thank you, Shija. Placements and internships are the important fest of IITISM. They are also called as seasons of joy. So to brief you on this, I invite our CDC chair, Professor Dhanbad Mitra. She'll brief you about the placements and internship opportunities, and will also pick up the questions that you have put in the chat box. I don't have any. I don't have any.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for the success in the IIT JEE. And I know one of the major concerns among the student group in the first year before choosing a branch or an institute is the placement. So I am Professor Dhanbad Mitra. I am heading the training placement center, which we call the Career Development Center over here. Briefly, I would like to say a few salient points regarding the placements. So I would just straight away summarize that you need not actually club your branch too much with the placement, because the nature of placements that we are having, that is more or less uniform for almost all the branches. So irrespective of the branches, on an average, almost all the students of all disciplines, they are getting an opportunity to appear for more than, on an average, more than 100 companies in which they are eligible. So it's mostly the students who have to make a choice in which companies they will apply. And we have a diverse sectors of companies spread across at least almost all the domains at par with even the top IITs. And our day zero, day one, I mean the first day, that almost close to, on the first day itself, since the last 2 years, close to 250 students get absorbed just on the first day zero. And with an average package of 27, close to 25 to 26 lakh LPA. So, our entire system of the CDC, which we call, mainly concerned about securing internships and placement opportunities for you. It is totally controlled by the very a capable group which we call the Students Coordinated Placement Team, SCPT. And so they are, in addition to the more than 1,000 plus companies that we have in our database, they are constantly outreaching the new companies, and we are in close. We are in close association with the internal clubs, the tech clubs. For example, we have the tech clubs related to all the current, the latest technologies of robotics, cybersecurity, blockchain, etc. So, and of course, the incubation centers, the startups, as well as the other tech clubs, like we have a finance, fintech clubs. So not only the career development cell is looking after the general placements through the LinkedIn and other conventional site sources, we also have a very strong alumni database, and which we are linking up in a very systemic manner. So almost right from the first year, you are able to actually be a part of the placement team, where you get to contribute. We have our own student developed portals, internal portals, through which you can actually communicate whichever companies you are interested to join. So right from the first year, you become part of the CDC. And then gradually in second and third, fourth year, we normally inculcate you into the actual group which works. So it's a very interesting area, which really develops your own career, as well as you help in the building the career of the entire institute. And we have an exemplary track record. Most of the UG student group, leaving aside, because there are many students, the placement stats that you'll find that actually excludes the students who are interested in higher studies and who go for off-campus. So if we consider them, the unregistered students, our placement track almost goes up to 93%, 94% for most of the students who maintain a proper above 7 CGPA. These are, and regarding the internships also, the internship opportunities are equally good, close to 500 to 550 internships. We are actually arranging a PPO based internships. We are arranging through the CDC every year, and roughly about 200 of them turn into very good PPOs. So, overall, one of the major salient features that we have in IITISM, because our alumni base is close to 100 years old, so we have a very good mix of core as well as the software IT. So this year also we had almost equal distribution of the stats says that it's almost an equal distribution in the percentage statistics of the core and technology companies compared to the software IT. So it's I think from placement point of view, even if other than the subtitle branches, that is the conventional CSE, ECE, maths and computing, and electrical electronics. Other than that, even the other branches are equally have almost an equal opportunity to appear at the placement companies, because mostly the companies are aware of your talent, that you have become qualified as a Jee Advanced students, and they are coming to look at your personal talent. And most of the time, it so happens that the companies, they have more number of seats to offer. It is often the students' academic performance which actually they get debarred from some, appearing in some companies. So there's no dearth of companies. So if you are studying well, if you are talented, if you are brushing up your, coding skills, etc. So there's no point. So I wish you all a very, very successful career once you join IIT. Any questions? I'll just try to.
There are lots of questions.
There are actually lots of questions pertaining to placement. So,
Has to be.
yes. So the first one is like, does tech companies like Google, Amazon allow students from any branch and not only CSE to sit in their placements?
Yes, yes, they do. Most of the big tech companies, they are just not bothered about the branches. They are bothered about your actual personal talents. Okay, so their tests are very well designed. The shortlisting tests are very well designed. They do, and they follow the same criteria. Is there any problem?
Open house queries. What time?
Yes, there was a question about some package falling or something like that. The median package falling in CSE. So see, these median packages are sometimes decided by one or two companies which come. So because this year was last to last year was naturally a much better year. This year there was some recession. So some companies, in fact, all the big companies, they are backed off from all the IITs. It was not from our institute. They are backed out from all the IITs. So that is why one or two stats could have been, showing some fall.
Professor Devjani, there is another question regarding placements. Is there a scope for non-CSE students to get placed in software companies like Google, Microsoft?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, of course, it's very much the chance. You will be, almost all the branches. And in fact, sometimes it is the non-CSE branches which actually excel in these companies, Google, Amazon, and all those. All the top ones, they are the day 01 companies. And day 0, day 1 companies, they mostly allow all the branches to sit through. Okay, so it's in the test. If you're clearing their coding tests and those shortlisting tests, they allow you.
Now, there are questions related to internships. So, in which year or semester internships can start?
We allow in the pre-final year for all the courses, the pre-final year, we allow, internship assistance through the CDC. All courses in their pre-final year. So that is if you are in the 4th year, so after your 6th semester, the selection takes place the summer before, 1 year before close to. So almost for 6 months, we have the internship process and you are allowed to register in the CDC from the pre-final year. So if you are in the 5-year courses, so at the end of your 4th year, you register for internships. So that, the summer that you get after your pre-final year, that's the time you do the internship through the CDC. And the students mostly, they are able to manage other internships through their off-campus and other means that they are free to do throughout the year. So sometimes some NOCs are required, which the departments normally give. So even if you want to pursue on your own before your pre-final year, there are many students who do it. Okay.
The other question is that what is the median salary or CTC of CSE?
CSE, I think it's about 27 lakhs. The median of even the average, CSE, it's about 24 to 27 lakhs exactly. Yeah. CSE, it's 27.29. CSE, it's 27.29.
What's the highest package?
Highest package was 54.
What about geophysics placement startup opportunity?
As I told you, individually, department-wise, most of the many companies are there. Core geophysics also, some companies come. Startup opportunity means startup opportunities. There are.
Dhanbad, I will talk about it. If we have tremendous startup opportunities, we have a Section 8 company called Texmin Foundation. That's an IITISM company with a corpus of 110 crores. We have facilities for incubation. In fact, we have the entire process where you start tinkering through the Naresh versus Center for Tinkering and Innovation. You develop your products, and then through Texmin or through IITISM, you can float your own company. So we have a wonderful innovation environment here, right from tinkering up to startup. And suppose you develop something very striking, then we have a possibility for commercialization of the product also within IITIS.
Okay, I club these.
Pankaj, you want to add something here?
Give a presentation. There's two slides presentation from you.
So now I invite Professor Pankaj Mishra, who will be talking about how the labs provide an opportunity to the students to fiddle with technology.
Welcome to this meeting. We will discuss about the innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem of IITISM Dhanbad, where the institute is contributing continuously since its inception in 1936, where you will have an opportunity to unleash your creativity through the infrastructure facility which we have developed in the house of IITISM Dhanbad. Next slide. In particular, we offer, as told by our director, sir, that the entire ecosystem, which will start from the ideation level, where you can test your ideas with the state-of-art lab facility provided by Naresh for his tinkering and innovation cell. Apart from it, if you have ideas which are good and you are able to develop a prototype which are at the level of being commercialized, you can take them to other branches of our center, where you can put up a startup, full-fledged startup with full funding from the institute. Apart from this, I would like to talk about the internship and industrial collaboration. IITISM Dhanbad provides a course which is called Minor in Product Development Internship. In that, from second year onward itself, if you have a nice original idea to work on, we support you with an internship of rupees 6,000 to 10,000 rupees for one entire year. So this opportunity is already there, which starts from the second year itself. Along with that, there are other internship and innovation-based competitions and challenges which keeps on being organized in the campus throughout the year, having prize money of the tune of 50,000 to approximately 1.5 lakhs. So you have all sorts of opportunities to showcase your creative aptitudes and to fulfill your dreams of creating startups and building companies. Next. In particular, we engage our students. We provide this following 8 student technology clubs in which you can enroll yourself and you can develop different technology works on different projects. For example, the names are the Electronics and IoT Club, Animation and Game Design Club, which takes care of all artificial intelligence and machine learning kind of projects. Then we have electrical mobility, which are working right now, the electric vehicles. They are developing an in-house vehicle in the campus itself. Then we have data and software technology clubs, all sorts of coding and all sorts of programs students are doing. Then we have in-house robotronics club, which has a very state-of-art robotic development facility. Then we have a smart manufacturing club, where you can build lots of mechanical devices with the involvement of artificial intelligence and machine learning. And then we have aeronautics and space technology club, in which there are projects on which, like for example, development of nano satellites, where on which students are working. And then we have another club which is called the FinTech Financial Technology Club, where you can develop different models to catch the markets, as share market and financial markets. So all sorts of these clubs are there. Through joining them, you can contribute to the development of nation as well as in your personal development. Next. Okay, so I will describe the clubs and the centers facility one by one. The flagship center is the Naresh Vasid Center for Tinkering and Innovation, which organizes events throughout the year. Some of the flagship events are Concepto, which is a tech fest of our institute, and then we have a Hack Fest, which is a kind of hackathon, which keeps on going for 48 hours. And then there are Khanans, RoboWars, and etc. And lots of other innovation events we keep on doing throughout the year to engage students and to cater their creative attitudes. Next. Then we have TechSmith, which is a Texanet company, which takes care of all the technological developments related to the mining fields, not only mining fields, but other technological branches, which can help the development of the technology. And it offers lots of opportunities to funding as well as for internship for all the prospective candidates. Next. Along with that, we have an Incubation and Innovation Center given by the Coal India Limited, which also works in close collaboration with the TechSmith. Next. And then students and communities which are interested in startup as well as some small industry development, we have Atal Community Innovation Center, which takes care of all the needs of the nearby community, as well as it helps students to connect with the community to help them develop their businesses and to develop their connect. Next. Okay, so these are some of the recent innovations which has come from our center, Naresh Vasid Center. That is some AI-based prosthetic robotic arm, as well as smart intelligent camera has been developed by our students. AI-based smart drones has been successfully designed and demonstrated in our campus. Then digital punch card has been developed by a group of students. Recently, a smart tiffin box which can keep your food warm for a longer time with a special arrangement in the box has been developed recently and has been gone for the patenting. And then full-fledged tracking systems, smart wheelchairs, and blind assistant Google goggles. All these things have been. The list is endless, but these are some of the names which we can mention. Recent developments. Next. So thank you very much. Please come here and contribute to the development of the nation. Thank you.
Sir, there's a question. Perhaps you can answer this one. Is there any coding club?
Yes, we have not necessarily with the name of the coding, but we have this animation and game design club where we have teams with the name of coding, which who keeps on working on the coding and other type of exercises.
I just wanted to make a point to all the students. You know, the world has really moved beyond coding, simple coding that you know of. The world is talking of digital technology, sensors, IoT, cloud computing, and obviously artificial intelligence. And we are making provision to include artificial intelligence in most courses in our curriculum, and we have workshops, etc. So, and the other thing I wanted to point you that some of these things, if you learn artificial intelligence, it does not matter which department you are in. You learn artificial intelligence and you know about petroleum engineering. You can implement artificial intelligence in petroleum engineering. So the point I'm trying to make, when you learn about digital technology, when you learn about AI, everybody will ask you, where are you going to apply? And that is where the importance of core engineering comes in. Doesn't matter which branch. You will still do very well in life. Let's say you are a metallurgical engineer, but you are able to apply digital technology, data analytics to metallurgical processes. You will make much more money than what a simple computer science engineer would do. So this is the age of application. So don't get hamstrung by the limited definition of coding.
So There's another question, sir. If the students are not offered AI and machine learning in their courses, is there other way to learn?
Okay. See, there are some formal courses. What we are now promoting is learning by doing. So we are offering workshops in AI so that students can start working on live projects. And as they learn, then they can take courses. We have courses in machine learning, two aspects. One is detailed machine learning, and one is practical machine learning, which comes as an engineering science option. So it is very easy to understand. You can start doing your work, working on projects. You can appreciate all the finer points, and then you can take a course on machine learning.
So we keeps on organizing workshops and training programs with the right resource persons from the institute and from the industry who keeps on training on this machine learning as well as on the artificial intelligence. So of course, apart from courses, you can learn these techniques from other sources.
Yeah, Professor Pankaj, there is another question. Is there a CGPA criteria to join clubs? And can one join more than one club?
Yes, of course, you can join more than one class. There is no CGPA criteria.
Now there's some questions which are discipline specific. So the first question is for mining. If I choose mining and then choose electrical for double major, then will I be allowed to sit for electrical placements and give exams which require electrical engineering as a necessity?
See, normally, most of the companies, they look into your, as a profile, they look into your JE, as a JE student, most of them, they ask in the company list actually. So very rarely, suppose a company is coming only for electrical. So, and if we normally, what we do is that we try to promote some of the students who are interested to join that company. So in most of the cases, so in 90% of the cases, the company agrees to include. So same with the double major and dual degree and all. So it depends on companies. So as per my statistics, most of the companies, they allow the students to actually participate. So, and then some students have some minors also, the same problem, the similar question, that those who are having minor. So the companies, normally we try to push these in the notification form itself, we mentioned that we have so many students in minor, in dual degree also. So naturally the minors and also most of the companies, they are not so choosy about that. So if you are able to clear their tests, they normally allow you.
Okay, this is for the environmental science engineering department. How is the environmental engineering branch? What is its scope?
So good afternoon, everybody. So regarding the environmental science and engineering branch, so we are basically looking into a number of aspects of the environment. For example, we look into the design and engineering of the various components. For example, we look into the air pollution, we look into the water pollution, we look into the solid waste management, and things like that. So these are the core things that we generally see in the environmental science and engineering branches. And we also look into the legislation part. For example, when we are going for the environmental impact assessment of the environment, so what are the things that basically we need to take care in the EIA studies, and what are the legislation which basically pertains to various components of the environment. So these are the major things that we are there, and this is a multidisciplinary branch. So this takes into account nearly all the engineering as well as the science aspects which is related to the environmental engineering, science and engineering.
Last year, I think this year placement almost total of 100 companies had made the environment students eligible, BTech environment.
There's a similar question, and this is for petroleum engineering. So which companies employ petroleum engineers, and what is the maximum package?
See, petroleum engineers, one of the major PSU, ONGC is one of the major recruiters. So we are privileged that ONGC comes every year, and specifically IITISM, including IITISM for BTech program. So that is one area. Of course, SR Petroleum, Reliance, and most of the other companies which are course Cairn Energy, I mean, among the ones. So most of the core petroleum companies, so they are a part of our campus team. Other than that, as I told you, petroleum companies, they are eligible in most of the other core industries also. Last year, total of 106 companies had come, which had made petroleum eligible. So it's a mix of both. So incidentally, by choice also, there are many petroleum engineering students who prefer to go for software, but core industries also come equally. Because IITISM is known for its earth science. So the conventional companies which used to come since a long time, so they continue to be a part of our recruiters. So absolutely, petroleum engineering is a very good branch to pursue.
The other question is for chemical engineering. Can the UG students participate in research programs of the Institute in Chemical Engineering?
Yes, the chemical engineer UG student can also participate in research project. Even we have also research project they have to perform in 4th year. So, but in the second year or third year, if you get time and the faculties are always welcome you to participate in research program.
I would like to make a point here that BTech students are actually we want BTech students to get into research right after their first year, and recently in the fuel, mineral and metallurgical engineering, I would like to add that with the help of with the help of BTech students, we were able to do earth-shaking research where we were able to develop alloy design using machine learning. So there is no end. If you are ready to spend time in research, we have openings for you.
The next question is related to environmental concerns. Given that coal mines and coal processing is in Dhanbad, so how much pollution does the city have?
Coal, it's a very valid question. The campus is a very green campus, lots of trees, and we do not have pollution problems here.
The next question is there any foreign internship during summers?
Yes, there are certain internships like MyTax. There are internships and students go there. And actually, it depends a lot on the initiative of the students to go for internships. We allow that.
The last question that we take, this question has been put in the chat box multiple times. Does ISRO or DRDO come for placements?
Yes.
Yes.
DRDO has come. Yeah, DRDO come.
So they have their own entrance test these days.
Actually, a number of public sector companies now have their own entrance tests. So that is what is happening now.
The other question is, as IISM is known for mining and earth sciences, so what is the prospect of the other engineering programs, CSE, like CSE?
I think this question was answered, and the answer is given by the placement. You look at the placement records of all the departments other than mining and earth sciences.
Yeah,
I said it's above 85%.
They are subjected to same number of companies on an average. And overall placement, so if you are maintaining a good CGPA, so placement will not be a problem. And good is only 7. Just above 7 CGPA, almost more than 94% students are placed. 94 to 95% students are placed.
Yeah.
So, like one thing, especially for the students who are worried about CSE in ISM, I can tell you that CSE here is just like any other CSE department. It's not like it's an ISM CSE department. It's a department of CSE of an IIT. All the courses that are offered in the department are at par with the courses offered in any other CSE department in any other IITs. You can probably go through our list of courses. It is available on our website also. So it's not like because it's a mining oriented institute, you will not get to study CSE. CSE is actually very so I mean,
in fact, when we made the new syllabus about 4 years ago, we benchmarked each course in each department with the best universities in the world. So as Professor Srivastav says, whatever courses you would find in new IIT, you will find in IITISM.
The next question is, does the institute help the students get into MIT for masters?
We will help, but you will have to help yourself. You have to get a CGPA of 10 to get into MIT.
This is again branch specific. So, what is the scope of civil engineering?
See, for civil also, the number of companies, if you have to understand one thing, for civil also, the number of companies that allow placement is at par with other departments. Obviously,
119. Last year,
119 companies.
119 companies that come for civil engineering.
But I would like to make one point here. For example, in mining, a lot of people are scared of mining because they have to go under hazardous conditions. But remember, what has changed, that technology has changed all the departments. You may not, as a mining engineer, you may not go inside the mines, but you can sit in Bangalore and develop technology that can be used in mine through your companies. And that is true for all other departments. So that is the big change that is taking place right now.
So now I invite the DSW, Professor M.K. Singh and Professor Saurabh, the Associate Dean, Hostel Management, to brief the students about the facilities on campus.
Good evening to you all. On behalf of Office of Dean Student Welfare, I would like to welcome you all in this open house session organized by IITISM Dhanbad. And lots of deliberations has already been made. And I hope and sure you have made up the mind to come over here at IITISM Dhanbad as the next destination, educational destination. As you all know, IITISM Dhanbad is fully residential campus, clean and green campus, drug-free campus, ragging-free campus, well-disciplined campus, and over and above, I can say, academically vibrant campus. And finally, this is a home away from home, which we are looking for. So you will be feeling delighted to join IITISM Dhanbad and having the facility. The day you are joining the IITISM Dhanbad, you will be insured fully. Medically, you will be insured up to 2 lakhs for your medical treatment out of the facility which is having at IITISM Dhanbad at the Institute Health Center for the normal treatment anywhere in the country on the cashless basis or on the reimbursement basis. And in case of any exigency, this insurance will cover 5 lakhs, up to 5 lakh rupees. The medical facility available at IITISM Dhanbad 24/7, meaning thereby is all the doctors are available round the clock. The medical staffs are available at round the clock in the campus. The 24/7 ambulance facility is also available on call basis. Within a minute, ambulance will reach to the hostel premises, respective hostel premises where it is actually required. Now coming to the scholarships. So the popular scholarship here is the merit cum means scholarship. Basically, it is based on the economically challenged family. So if you are having an income of less than rupees 1 lakh, so full fee waiver will be given. If you are having a economic range between 1 lakh to 5 lakh, it will be given 2/3 waiver. So that is the MCA. Other than MCA, we have a sponsored scholarship which is being sponsored by our alumni of institutes. Over and above, we have a central and state funded scholarships. We have a counseling session, online and offline both, 24/7 mode. So if any kind of queries if you are having related with your academics, related with your family issues, related with your personal issues, you can interact with the experienced people in and around the country anytime. by registering with your registered mail ID at the institute. We have yoga and meditation facility as well to make yourself calm and cool and be energized to have a academic contribution towards the development of your overall development of your personality. We have the facility over and above the academic facility. We have the sports physical education center where the lots of games and sports activities are there in the campus, which has already been deliberated by Director Professor Rajiv Shekhar at IITISM Dhanbad, and might you have seen in the videos as well the facility which is available in the campus. So, in brief, I would like to invite you all to join IITISM Dhanbad as one of your next destination and for your future prospective. Thank you.
So there are some anxieties of the girl students. One is like, I'm confused if Dhanbad is a safe place, as leaving Delhi for applied physics looks terrible to my parents. Please elaborate. And the other question is Dhanbad safe for girls?
Yeah, it is possible. But I can tell you, campus is 100% safe, or let's say 150% safe. It is a very well secured campus, and we allow students, both boys and girls, they can stay out till 10 p.m. at night. Or they can, all 7 days a week, they can be out till 10 p.m. at night. There have been no incidents. So Dhanbad for regular residents is a very safe place. Is a very safe place. So as I said, I grew up in Dhanbad. Okay, and you see, I'm still alive. So it is not that. So it's a misconception from films like Gangs of Wasipur. It's like Bombay, you have gangs, you have gang killings. But for the ordinary resident of Mumbai, there is absolutely no problem. So Dhanbad is very similar to Mumbai or Delhi for ordinary residents.
The next question is, how good is the, perhaps this is for the DSW, how good is the campus culture, and how many, what is this, PORs, positions of responsibilities of non-academic positions are available for the UG students? For the UG, so,
positions of responsibilities.
In the clubs or maybe under the Gymkhana.
So we have a very good, well-established student Gymkhana where the elected body having 27 to 30 senators per 200 students, one representative is there. So close to 30 senators are there, and within the 30 senators, we have 6 to 7 executive and representation of all the programs which are being in-house in IITISM Dhanbad. There's a president Gymkhana, chairperson student Gymkhana, General Secretary Media and Culture, Secretary Science and Technology, like all the 6 to 7 executive body, they will be capable enough to take the decision and the governance of the student governance, and they are helping to the IITISM administration as well. So, and more so, the student Gymkhana president is here. He will be also sharing the experience with you all.
Even for office, we are of many cultural clubs as well as for student technology clubs.
All student technology clubs, culture clubs, and sports clubs have student coordinators. And even in the hostel is run by a hostel executive committee where there is a student dedicated for each aspect of the hostel, such as culture, sports, mess, etc.
And I would like to add one more thing, that we have hostel day and inter-hostel competitions in different aspects like sports and then cultural activities. So actually it is away from home, but it is a kind of home, more enjoyment. So as told by the DSW said that all aspects from the health, mental wellness, everything taken care of by our hostel administrations.
Are there scholarships based on CGPA? this is a question.
No, the MCM is based on economically.
There is, for 1 second, the fee waiver is based on income. Merit come means is based on
Yes,
close to CGPA and merit requirement. And there are other scholarship also which is based on merit only.
The other question is, are there single rooms in hostels or we have to share with a roommate?
Rooms.
First year students will be in-house in the double-seated. Second year onwards, double-seated.
Okay, only in the final year you get double-seated rooms. First, for final year you get single-seated room, and the second and third year we have just built a new hostel, 2,000 boys hostel, which is pretty large rooms, or which is more than capable of housing 2 students per room.
And instead of the telling hostel room, it may be a 4-star or 5-star hotel room like that. It's a huge one with every facilities, and even the hostel including sports facilities also. So
the new hostel.
New hostels.
So there's again a gender anxiety. What is the gender ratio in IITISM, especially in chemical engineering department?
I think, see, IITs require that 20% of the JEE students must be women. Okay. So right now we have about, I think 5,000 according to the statistics, about 1,500 girl students. 1,500 girls students and about 5,000 boy students. You know, this was much better during my time when I was a student at IIT Kanpur. Among 250 students, we only had 5 girls. So the gender ratio is
1:6.
No, 20%. 20%. 1,500.
There's again a question related to e-cell and how IIT Dhanbad can help in startup.
I told you in the beginning itself that if you have a good idea, we provide all the infrastructural facility to develop the technology or the process, and then we have incubation centers which provides infrastructural facilities like offices as well as electrical facility, water connections, computers, and then we provide fundings also. So along with that, we have mentoring facility as well as a team of legal and IPR experts who can help you getting your products into the market with your own ways. So so we can help you in all possible ways.
Actually, sports facilities are one.
Yes, sir. So there's a question that what are the sports facilities available for girls?
We are gender agnostic. So all the sports facilities, we have synthetic tennis court, synthetic basketball court, volleyball court. In the SAC, we have badminton courts, TT, and a gym. The only thing is we have a separate gym for girls. Otherwise, all the sports facilities can be used simultaneously, can be used by both boys and girls. Even the swimming pool. We also have a very good swimming pool.
Okay, so you have had plenty of, we had plenty of questions from you and we tried answering those questions. Perhaps we have tried to satisfy your queries. Unless you hear from the student community, I think this session won't be complete. So I invite Rupika to share her experiences. Rupika and Umesh and Surabhi and Shivam will join. These are current students and they'll share their experiences with you.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. My name is Rupika Sinha and I'm currently in the 3rd year pursuing computer science and engineering at IITISM. Let me tell you, 2 years ago, I was in the similar position that you are right now, trying to figure out which college to attend, right? And I'll tell you, I have never regretted that choice because ever since I've come to this campus, there has been not a single dull day. when we came to the campus in the beginning, our seniors told us that your schedule will most likely be that you will be attending classes half-heartedly till 6 p.m. and then you will have wholehearted fun till 9 p.m. at the SAC. And that's because there are so many societies and clubs available for you to join and for you to participate in that you'll never have a dull moment on campus. You'll never want to go back to your room. You'll want to be out engaging with your club members, your friends in some activity or the other, and it'll be the best time that you have. We have a ton of clubs. We go from technical clubs that cover all sorts of domains like artificial intelligence, machine learning, which are, to be honest, which are quite normalized on the campus now. And there are such an upcoming clubs that of domains that even I wasn't aware of when I first came to campus, like blockchain or say product management or even graphic designing, which for which there are clubs and there are seasoned mentors in forms of your seniors and professors who will guide you and help you develop skills in those fields so that you can even pursue employment in them in the future. There are a ton of cultural clubs for your creative expression where you can dabble in art, music, dance, speaking, writing, whatever you want. There are also a lot of official college bodies that incorporate students, and you can then use whatever skills you have to represent your college on a more professional manner in a more professional setting. In fact, I have been associated with media and branding, the team that handles whatever you see and hear about the college overall. And here, as a content writer, I get to showcase my work and my writing as a passion that I have pursued for so long and give it an audience, large audience of all the alumni and everyone who is related to IITISM. There are three major cultural clubs that come under media and branding. One being Art Freaks, another one being Lights Camera ISM, and even Photo Freaks. All three clubs not only mentor you in the skills that you join them for, but also allow you to showcase your work to all kinds of people around the world. Anyone who opens the IITISM page is looking at your work. Anyone who associates with IITISM is aware of whatever you have done for the college. There are so many more activities to be engaged in. While I am not a sport person, but then I can tell you there are so many opportunities on campus for sports facilities where you have gymnasiums, you have different kinds of sports, both indoor and outdoor games for you to dabble in. And the best thing is that you get opportunities to showcase these talents of yours at all kinds of levels, going from national to international to inter-IITs. Some of the best memories that we have are practicing for these competitions, going to those competitions as a representative of IIT ISM, with that badge of honor of that name, that we are associated with this great college and we are here to showcase our talents to contribute whatever we can in building its name. And those are fun memories that you will establish and that you will grow with when you come to campus here. So let me tell you that you can make a very safe choice by coming to the campus here. I hope to see you all here soon. And let me tell you that the campus will ensure that you grow up to be a well-rounded citizen of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupika. Now we call Surupi.
Hi everybody, this is Surbi Goer. I'm currently a final year undergraduate student pursuing Electronics and Communication Engineering from IITISM Dhanbad. I have resided in IIT Dhanbad for more than a year now, and Dhanbad has been my lifelong home. Dhanbad is a very vibrant and secure place, and I can vouch for that based on my experience, my personal experience of 18 years here. I've been traveling the same roads ever since I can remember. Earlier, it's just the destination that changed. Earlier, it was school, and now it is college. You will come here as a diverse set of individuals coming from different cultural backgrounds, speaking different languages. And trust me on that part, that IITISM will expand and broaden the scope of this diversity by the choices you make, the paths you take, and the friendships you forge, and especially the talents you cultivate. After that, I'll like to mention the beat late night study sessions at the library during examination or just casually hanging out with friends at RD until late hours. We have always felt secure with the assistance of vigilant guards and comprehensive security measures throughout the campus. IT Dhanbad will have so much to offer you. In my role as an organizer during college festivals, I had the opportunity to engage with talented individuals from various colleges across the country. Additionally, as a coordinator of the placement team, I had the privilege of interacting with professionals from the corporate realm. The placement scenario at IIT Dhanbad, as most of your questions were based on that. So yeah, the placement scenario at IIT Dhanbad has been constantly thriving. The college takes pride in its alumni network and has established strong ties with the leading companies spanning from various sectors. The college boasts a highly efficient and dedicated placement cell that works tirelessly to connect students with promising job opportunities. I'm confident that each of you will also discover your own niche and create remarkable experiences on our beautiful campus. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you here super soon. Thank you.
Shivam, we would like to hear from you.
So, hi everyone. I am Shivam, a pre-final undergraduate pursuing Bachelor of Technology in Mining Engineering. So, today I'm here to tell you about the senior junior interaction at IITISM Dhanbad, which is a truly exceptional experience. So, when you are at the campus, you are all confused, like what clubs to join, how to manage, and all that stuff. I mean, I was very confused. So, right from the first day, the seniors here are there to help the confused freshmen in finding their way. They offer guidance in academics, share important notes, lend calculators. I mean, if you need some, I'm definitely there. You can contact me. Help with the club related issues, teach effective time management, and provide comfort during the difficult times. It often feels like that our seniors have some superpowers. Whenever a problem arises, a simple message to a senior and they'll find a way to solve it. And let's not forget a very special treat culture that we have in our college, where a junior is not allowed to pay for anything while they are with a senior. In simpler terms, the seniors at our institution, IITISM Dhanbad, play a significant role in guiding and supporting the juniors. They go above and beyond providing help and care. Whether it is academic guidance or emotional support, juniors can always depend on their seniors. The seniors possesses remarkable qualities and and they're like some superheroes who can solve any problem, whether it is a heartbreak or academic stuff. To sum it up, the relationship between our seniors and IITISM Dhanbad is extremely important to our institution. It represents the value of it represents the value of mentorship, friendship, and the unity that are integral to our campus community. We should strive to maintain an environment where our seniors and juniors support each other, creating a lasting legacy of excellence and continue a legacy which inspires the future. So, thank you.
Umesh, very briefly share your experiences with us.
Yes. Hi everyone, my name is Umesh Taldas. I am a third year undergraduate pursuing Bachelor of Technology in Electrical Engineering. Now, the academic side of things at IITISM Dhanbad has been already covered by our esteemed professors. Now, I'm here to talk about something that you cannot get by being surrounded within the walls of a classroom. You need to put yourself out in the real world to gain technical experiences, to gain cultural experiences, how to survive in the corporate world. So the best way to get going about these things would be the fests that we hold every year. There are several major fests that we hold, both cultural and technical. To name a few, there are Basant, Concito, and Srijan. Talking about Srijan is the largest cultural fest in eastern part of India, with an annual footfall of around 30,000 people. So as you can already tell, there are several IITs visiting the campus and neighboring colleges as well. So you get a massive opportunity to network with everyone and expand your network, as I said, get to know everyone where you're standing. And secondly, coming to technical fests, we have Concito, and there are several hackathons that are being held throughout the year, which help you in the coding stuff, as many of you were talking about that. I myself have also participated in some of them as well and was fortunate enough to win. Fun fact, you can also land internships and job offers from these things. So that's always something to look up to. Thank you and hope to see you all at the campus.
We also have with us the Gymkhana president, who is lovingly called as Reddy. So he'll share his experiences as well as talk a little about the Gymkhana structure.
Hello everyone, myself Hemant Reddy, pursuing Bachelor of Technology in final year. Basically, I was elected these recent elections as president of Student Gymkhana body. Basically, Student Gymkhana body is a body that provides student a part in administration, where student can take any type of matter to administration. It's like student will be a part of every decision taking governing bodies. So basically, Student Gymkhana mainly takes handles of the cultural clubs, technical clubs, and sports also. sports wise, you have every type of game in IITISM Dhanbad. As like you may have taken games in childhood after intermediate studies, you are not went into complete games and all. After coming to IITISM, you will be completely given sports. Like every coach will be there, individual coach will be there for every game, and also this what about sports section. There are cultural clubs like Artifix, which is about drawing and art paintings and all, and photography, which encourage students to develop their skills in photography. There are so many other clubs like cultural clubs, and we have one more category of technical clubs. Technical clubs is like one of the best thing to develop personally or for going higher studies or research type. There are so many clubs under technical thing. And coming to hostel section, there are very good hostels in IITs in Dhanbad. Like year wise, it is divided like 4 hostels for the BTech students. They are really allocated. Rooms wise, from this year there are rooms are allocated very big rooms are allocated to students, so that if there are 2 people are staying in the single room, that room is very large enough to accommodate 2 people. That's what. Thank you.
Okay. There are 2 important questions which we would like to take. The first one is that despite a rich legacy that IITISM has, why don't we get the top ranked J students?
See, one of the main reasons is that many people are not aware of Dhanbad. So once I had gone to an inter-IIT competition, and I was watching a basketball match between 2 girls team, one IITISM and I heard one girl saying, "Ye Dhanbad kahan hai?" So I think the major reason that we are not getting students is lack of awareness about Dhanbad. People still are under the misconception that it is mainly a mining institution, mainly an earth science institution, and that students from the main other departments do not have as much opportunities in terms of academics, in terms of placement. But as has been shown to you, if our department's infrastructure would rival some of the best, I mean, obviously some of the newer IITs, it will be very good, and it will be slightly on par with the older IITs. And as you've seen, the placement is above 85% on campus. So in a nutshell, the whole thing it's about the perception. And we are banking on students like you who come here, enjoy the IIT way of life, both in terms of academic and extracurricular activities, and then send out positive words outside. So, so that would help us a lot.
Thank you, sir. Can you show up that question on the screen? Yeah, we got it. So there's a question, sir, which is actually a concern of a parent. My son had some depression issues during COVID lockdown. He sometimes may need counseling support when he joins IIT Dhanbad. So what provisions we have and how can we help him?
Okay. We have an online counseling system at Dhanbad, and we have a couple of counselors also offline. And we are very helpful to students who have such problems. We allow them to stay, there are a few students who have similar problems, and we allow their parents, either their mother or their father, who are staying with them at very subsidized rates at our guest houses and executive development center. And some of these cases, as a director, I personally take care of each such cases. So the director, the dean student welfare, the deputy director, in all such cases, we are personally involved, and we make sure the students get best care. And we, as I said, we make facilities for parents to stay with them as long as possible in very good environment.
Thank you, sir. Let's hear a couple of experiences from our recent graduates. So first of all, I call upon Khushbu. Okay. Anjali. Anjali, please share your experience. Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I feel really glad to speak upon my alma mater. So, I'm Anjali Atri, a 2022 pass out from IITISM Dhanbad. I have done my BTech in mining engineering. Currently, I am working in Central Coalfield Limited, a subsidiary of Coal India Limited. Also, I have a brief experience of working in Vedanta Aluminium Jharsuguda. So through JOSA choice filling in the year 2018, I got mining engineering of IISM Dhanbad, and I was super excited to dive into this new phase of my life and to experience my life at an IIT, which was once a dream of mine. So in IISM we have different clubs and societies in almost all the interests, from literary, oratory to dancing, street dancing, music, art, robotics, art of living, and societies of all the departments too. Talking about sports, ISM offers most of the sports like table tennis, lawn tennis, football, volleyball, and whatnot. So I even headed as vice president of my Society of Mining, Metallurgy, and Exploration ISM chapter in my final year. So, talking about faculties of ISM, I take this chance to thank my professor R.K. Sinha and Mining Engineering Department for guiding me and my team to win the second runner-up position globally in the student design competition by American Rock Mechanics Association in my final year. So, course curriculum also has been revised after my batch, making it more towards the technological advancement in the industry. Level of the fests at ISM is amazing. Cultural fest region is blissful. What I could ask for, like many singers, renowned singers, prom nights, and all these you can enjoy in that cultural fest. Those wonderful 3 days of managing Khanan, that's the technical fest of mining engineering department, holds a special place at my heart even now. The dynamic life at IIT ISM remains in back of my mind as a learning and a lifetime experience to cherish. As now I'm in the industry of mining engineering, I really feel the legacy of ISM here in mining industry, especially the whole 96 years of the 96 years of ISM can be felt in this mining industry. And ISM also allows one to have a very good junior senior interaction. The relationship between juniors and seniors make us to learn many things in our college life. So yeah, ISM has a special place in my heart and life forever. Thank you so much for calling.
So thank you, Anjali. I know that the anxieties are manifold, and this is quite natural. And these are the anxieties of your, new start to a new journey. In order to settle your anxieties, the best thing would be that you visit the website, the institute website. It carries all the information. You can look through the ACAD website, you can look through the RET website, you can look through the innovation website, and you'll find the details over there. And I'm sure that all of you aspire to become a skilled engineer, but if you wish to be a technological workforce of the country, attend IIT ISM Dhanbad. Make a picnic with us, and the knowledge you'll gain here for sure will give you unmatched confidence in your chosen field of study. And next, you will be able to join the ever-expanding, group of the alumni. And the legacy of this institute, which is almost now going to complete its 100th year, this will enable you to live for a purpose that is bigger than yourself. So once again, embark on a journey of intellectual transformation with IITISM Dhanbad. And in case if you wish to visit the campus with your parents, you're most welcome. So thank you for joining, and thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.